Today is International Women's Day, apparently, and normally I wouldn't bother acknowledging it, but I thought that this would be a particularly good day. This invented, manufactured, I don't know what you call it, holiday, Memorial Day, special day, whatever, would be a perfect occasion to talk about an instance of cognitive dissonance that they're trying to push on us these days. That is very much related to women and the identity and nature of women. Um, and First of all, what is cognitive dissonance? Cognitive dissonance is when you're told two contradictory things and you're told that they must both be true simultaneously when they contradict each other. The most auspicious example of cognitive dissonance is when you're told when somebody gives you a statement, some variation along the lines of the only absolute truth is that there is no absolute truth. We've all been told something like that by somebody. Well, then if there's no absolute truth, then what about you telling me that there's no absolute truth? Is that not absolutely truthful? No? Yes? You see? You see the problem there? Um, but that's like the uber instance of cognitive dissonance for our day and age. What we have today with feminism and transgenderism uh, is this that we're being told two different things simultaneously, and they're both part of the so-called woke ideology that we're supposed to believe in, or else we're bad people, or else we get in trouble, we get fired from our jobs, our names are mud, and we're called all kinds of nasty things. But the problem in this case is we're told two things that cannot be coexistent, and yet we're told to believe them both at the same time. What we're told to believe with regard to radical feminism is I'll just give it the benefit of the doubt by calling it radical feminism, and say, well, you can be a moderate feminist and not believe that. Although most of the people that I know who call themselves moderate feminists find themselves at odds with feminism. So, and take that for what it's worth. But what they say is that there is no such thing as male and female. There's no genetic inherent biological difference between men and women, other than the bodily differences. The men aren't predisposed to be any particular way. Women aren't predisposed to be any particular way, and so really gender doesn't exist, and it's all learned, it's all cultural, and so if you were born male but you were raised to be a woman, then there would be no problem. You would just go along with it, and it would be natural to you. And it's just how we're taught. Whether the traditional masculine and the traditional feminine are just what we're taught to be. It's all culturally conditioned. Then you say they say this is what you got to believe. You got to believe this, or else you're a bad person. But here's something else you got to believe, or else you're a bad person, which totally contradicts the other thing. The other thing that they tell you have to believe is the transgender ideology, which is that we are all born male and female, but some of us are born into the wrong bodies. So you have instances of people who are born into a man's body, but who actually know themselves to be woman. Why? Because they feel they have a feminine nature. I thought there was no feminine nature. I thought that gender was a myth. I thought that it was all culturally conditioned. Now you're saying we have feminine natures and masculine natures? Yes, we do when we're talking about this thing. But when we're talking about this thing, when we're talking about radical feminism and the teachings on gender ideology, then you have to believe the exact opposite, right? So I don't get it. Do I believe this or do I believe that? Yes, yes, you believe them both, but they contradict each other. That's it. You're banned. Your name is mud. You won't have a job anymore. You can't get a bank account anymore. You're done. Oh, okay. I changed my mind. I see the error of my ways. I guess I believe them both, even though they contradict each other. But I'm not supposed to say that they contradict each other, or I'm not supposed to draw attention to the fact that they contradict each other. But yet somehow I know that they contradict each other, but I'm supposed to shut up about it. Is that basically it? Yes. Now you've got it. That's it. And it would be even better if you just forgot about the fact that they contradict each other at all, and just lose any critical thinking skills at all, and just do what you're told, and just think what you're told to think. Okay, got it. So there we are. Isn't it a wonderful place to be? Isn't it glorious to be alive in the year 2023 in the Western world? Don't you just love it? I love it.